Yo, what's good? Welcome to GCKICKS. Now today we have a review of one of the most iconic and highly coveted shoes of the year, and that is the 2016 Air Jordan 11 Spacejam. Now first of all, let's get into this box because it has some great detailing, especially with that 2-3 in the Looney Tunes kind of graphic going on, and then you have the 45 on the back embossed in that nice shiny black. And then another special thing about this box is that it is not the same pull-out drawer style box as the regular 11 retros that have released in the past. This one basically just features like a slide-in cover, and then you have your lid with the 45 as well. And then once you pull it off, you have that same plastic insert that most of the recent 11s have come with. It's a little bit different because it does not say Tinker made them shine, Mike made them fly, and you made them iconic, but it's still pretty dope with the dots that spell out the XI. Now getting inside of the actual box where the shoes lay, you have this whole space kind of galaxy thing going on, and I think that's a pretty dope way to like seal off this packaging. So here we have them, the 2016 Air Jordan 11 Spacejams. Getting right into this shoe, you have that iconic shiny black patent leather that most Air Jordan 11s are known for, except for this time we have this high cut, which is one of the things that had many people, including myself, a little iffy on because we are not really used to that high cut, because most of the pairs that released were a lot lower. But if this is supposed to make them look like the OGs, then it's cool. But something else to note about this patent leather is that we do have the peaks that go around the patent leather, and for those that don't know what the peaks are, supposedly on the previous models it was a way to tell a real versus fake Air Jordan 11, and if the peaks were there, then supposedly the pair was fake. That's what they would say in reviews. I'm not really sure if that's true or not anymore, at least. But now getting into the rest of the upper, you have this black mesh that most 11s have. And then getting into the heel, which is another thing that many people were talking about, is that stitched in 45. We no longer have that embossed 23. And this is not the first time that they decided to stitch in the number. The pair that released last year, the 72 and 10s, had the 23 stitched in as well. Now getting into some history on the 45, this is to symbolize the number that MJ wore on his jersey when he came back from retirement. And then getting into the leather quality around the heel, it's not so bad as far as Jordan brand quality goes. And then getting into the blue Jumpman right here, it's actually facing the same direction as the other shoe. In previous models, the Jumpman logos are facing opposite directions, so I'm not really sure why they decided to do that, but it still looks dope. You have your typical black laces, and then you have your Jumpman Jordan right there in the middle on the third spacing with the blue Jumpman. And then getting inside the shoe, we do have that plastic shoe tree, which is one of the things that 11s are known for, aside from the box. We do have this black insole with the white Nike Air. So they really decided to go OG with this pair, along with a lot of other releases that came out this year that featured the Nike Air branding. Getting into the outsole, which was another thing that had people a little bit iffy on, it's icy blue instead of like that clear / yellowish kind of tint that the 2009 pair had. I don't really mind the blue tint because I'm a fan of shoes with icy blue soles. All in all, guys, this is a dope shoe. It kind of had me a little iffy when I saw pictures a few months ago, but having them in hand, they don't look so bad, especially if you lace them upright, in my opinion. Now be sure to let me know down below what your thoughts are on the 2016 version. Do you prefer these over the 2009 versions or vice versa? Let me know down below. And let me know if you guys copped. Now I want to give a shout out to one of my homies because this is actually his pair. He's letting me use them so I can give you guys a review, and they're my size. So he's also kind enough to let me wear them for the on foot. So shout outs to you, bro. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to stay tuned for the on foot. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you enjoy the content, why not subscribe? This is GCKICKS, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.